Welcome to the new and improved Chicago.
Chicago has made a lot of changes for the better since the Great Fire of 2017. The city has even earned the title of most sustainable city in the United States after making a significant amount of structural, cultural, and ecological advances.
Previous neighborhoods like Lake Forest and Buffalo Hills are reconstructed for maximum efficiency of energy, resources, and location. With the implementation of electric-powered high-speed rail, traveling to and from work has never been so easy and saved so much energy.
Tesla has merged with the yellow taxi branch of Chicago to provide rides for fares similar to Uber while burning clean energy. The expansion of bike paths in the city, throughout the suburbs, and throughout the main part of the city made for a citywide switch back to biking and walking to get to close destinations.
The city has expanded the area by creating 3 large parks that together span over 10 square miles. These parks and the rest of the cities are connected via a network of highways sided with bikes and walking paths, high-speed rail, and a series of energy-efficient only car lanes on the withstanding highways.
If you are considering moving to Chicago, you undoubtedly have a lot of questions. We're here to answer them.
What is the topography and weather like in Chicago? The bedrock layers under the city of Chicago include massive reefs of limestone that are several hundred million years old. Chicago has all 4 seasons represented. They have wet and cool springs with hot and humid summers. The autumns tend to be mild and the winters are cold and snowy. Chicago is on Lake Michigan, so it experiences the lake effect snow. This means that there can be increased winds and less or more snow depending on temperatures.
Where does one live and where would they do all their daily life activities? So our new city has lots of metropolitan areas and more suburban single-family home residential areas. And in each one of these, there's local schools nearby, all walking distance, and we have lots of large parks where people can go and do their daily exercise. As well, we also have more strip mall type shopping areas, and within our metropolitan area, we also have shops on the lower level and then housing on the top.
Where does one get their food, and is there anything in place that would keep it coming from a sustainable background? There are rooftop gardens above each apartment complex, as well as a communal farm. At each of these locations, one can buy a variable plot of land, as well as sell compost if they have collecting. This is important because there is also a city-wide tax on any food that has traveled more than 1,000 miles to get to the store. This discourages the consumption of food that is not local.
How does the city create its energy? Well, in Chicago today, the landfill burns methane, which in turn generates power. There's a solar farm, a wind farm, turbines along the river, but the main source of energy are the solar panels located on all buildings, including office and residential.
Where does the waste go? Waste management will bring the limited waste to a landfill 18 miles away from Lake Michigan to harvest methane. Citizens will get a tax break if they can live zero waste as well.
The topic of biomimicry has been very trendy in recent years. How has Chicago, the new and improved Chicago, adapted to this? Well, architects in Chicago modeled skyscrapers after termite mounds in the desert, which remain cool on the inside. Outside air that is drawn in is either warmed or cooled by the building mass depending on which is hotter, the building concrete or the air. It is then vented into the building's floors and offices before exiting via chimneys at the top. The complex also consists of 2 buildings side by side that are separated by an open space that is covered by glass and open to the local breezes. The solar plants mimic the way a leaf from witch hazel absorbs sunlight. In these photovoltaic systems, the cells are water gel bases and are essentially synthetic leaves.